love to sort of embrace that, but can you make it something that's like, really sort of real life? And Denim & Company always does that. So you can count on the Denim & Company team to do just that. So in this case,
our classic stretch, cotton rich, polyester, great shape.
It starts more in the center, and so with update maybe their denim assortment, but still make it very wearable for real life.
Oh, absolutely. And I just want to show the back. Even though it is a zipper and button fly there, you could see the stretch and recovery of an elastic waistband with that high.
Look at Crystal looking all about that barrel jean, and it's and it's fun. I love to look at all the editorial images, and like it's exaggerated, and you're like, oh, that's all the cool people are wearing that. Okay, and then you think like, okay, now what do real life people wear? Because we're not really doing that big barrel sort of thing, but you do want to feel current and modern, and it's nice to see new silhouettes. We go from the skinny to the wide, and barrel was just like a new version of something that's come back around in a new way that people were excited about. What I love is even when that's gone and no one's talking about those anymore, these are still jeans I'm going to want to wear.
Yeah, absolutely. Monifa and I said to her, like, they're not the MC Hammer.
Right?
Remember,
I know you want to do this.
Exactly, or too legit. But anyway, I'm not going to start dancing on AR, but that's going to be scary. But it reminded me like years of, like the ones that you're saying, the exaggerated ones that we're all seeing the celebrities wear, and we're like, okay, that's a little out there for me. But let's go back to this that we could still wear year after year, like exactly.
I hung up my Hammer pants years ago, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
was too legit to quit. Out a 3-pack of essential mock neck tops, and these are sale priced at $74.98. So at $75 for a 3-pack, it works out to $25 a mock neck top for you from Denim & Company. And if and in particular know Perfect Jersey, those tops aren't $25 a piece. They're considerably more than that on their own. So these here, because this is fun, Jackie, you know this too. So here's what's funny, and when you go to QVC.com, you'll realize it too. They've abbreviated pretty much every color in your 3-pack because there's only so much space on the line, right? And so sometimes the abbreviations are instantly recognizable and understandable, and then other times you're like, what do all those letters together even mean? So what I would say to you is we have a lot of combinations. As a matter of fact, I'm looking here. We probably have close to a dozen different choices of 3. You can go to QVC.com.
I didn't know if you could hear me because I was trying to help, but I'm also looking. That was a request we.
And they've been doing that. Yeah. The problem with this one is because there are a dozen different trios. There's not enough room in the little box that holds it all. So
I know. And we've been discussing that because the abbreviations, you're like, okay, chalk, and you don't know what else is behind it.
What's
so it's
next?
hard for everyone.
Yeah.
It's hard for everybody. But this is our Perfect Jersey, one of our longest standing fabrics. So 95% cotton, maybe some colors, you want to get rid of and start all new. I always say that, or gift one out of the pack to someone if they're the same size, is also great too.
Yeah, it's
for an extra layer. You'll get so much use out of this, and it launders beautifully, machine wash, and tumble dry.
Yeah, we love it. We love the essentials because they're going to let us know which combination of colors you'd like. Remember, if you want this one, this is your turquoise navy. So, because this is the last day of the weekend. I know, right? Hard to imagine. We're going to talk about the pullover that I've been wearing, and it's a tunic length pullover, which I love. I often refer to these things as fingertip length. Whether you like to put a hood on or you just like a hood as sort of decoration, but it's a functional hood. And then it's mixed media because the bottom portion, this band at the hem, because there are 3 colors. The navy that I'm wearing, you can see easily to start, but if you want this color, go ahead and put it in your cart because our last call for that to begin with. So Jackie, talk to us about waffle knit because that's been really popular. This is part of the Denim & Company Active collection, so it can be sort of sporty if you want it to be, or I've paired it with the knit pants we have coming up a little bit later. It's just a good pullover tunic. Knit. It's soft and cozy, like it's January. That's what we want our clothes to feel, soft and cozy. And I think there's a sportiness to, like, we love a hoodie pullover. Like, that's just That's casual, that's laid back, that's easy, that's weekend. And then when you add the tunic length, good coverage, whether you're doing it over a skinny jean or a straight leg.
And so doesn't add any bulk or weight, a nice side pocket, an over exaggerated hood. I love that because I sometimes pop it out of my coat. It's a 60% cotton, 40 polyester. This is 95% polyester, 5% spandex. So it really does have this soft, cozy feel to it with the lining of the French terry.
Length that doesn't swallow you, that you don't feel overwhelmed or that it's too long. Now, I will say, because for petite ladies, it is true fingertip length, and even on me at 5'9", so it's going to range from 28.5 to 34.5 inches. So keep that in mind as you're deciding, like, does that work for your stature? But I love it. I think it feels good. We are loving all things waffle from Denim & Company this season, Jackie. We can't keep it in, can't get enough of it. And I like too that it's interesting when I was putting it on that it's a pullover with a sort of with the hoodie that comes up a little higher.
Well, any bottom goes with these. I mean, this is great.
Yeah, it's a good, easy. This is like your Sunday pullover. This is your weekend pullover.
Yeah,
this is your Friday night pullover. This is this is when you want to be casual and still look nice. And first up, we have the medium wash. And what I love is it is your classic medium and then done in this cute cuffed style. Silhouette of this, like again, with the pull-on ease with the faux fly and the
look that we desire.
Right? You put on a pair of jeans and you think, oh, what's happening with the saggy in the back? And then you realize, like, oh, that's what Jackie was talking about and why that seam is there, or why the pockets are placed where they are. Because when they're placed in the right spot, you look good coming and going. When the yoke is where it should be, those jeans hug you as they should instead of drooping where they shouldn't. So you want all of these things. And when you see these jeans on Pam, and by the way, she's wearing that dipped up.
And a lot of it has like a different contrast stitching out there in the world, but this is a saturated black.
Yeah, it's nice. And with that seam, and you saw the fit of these jeans on Pam, and because it's cuffed, but notice even at the cuff on the black, because it is saturated regular price. If maybe in 2026 you're adding new looks to your denim assortment, maybe you're adding new washes, new colors to your denim assortment, new styles, do an ankle. I love an ankle length, especially when I'm wearing, cute ankle boots in the winter. But I also love an ankle length with like fun little sandals in the springtime and summertime.
Yeah, I do too. I wore these. My friend randomly.
That's fun. And what fun, a freestyle concert. I love that. I love that for you. That's so great. But you're absolutely right. Like these are the sort of things that you want to get with your friends and your family, and you go and you're having fun living life and doing all the fun things you enjoy, and you want cute jeans to do it in. So these are cute jeans to do all of those things and more in. Let us know. All right. I am here. I'm here with freestyling Jackie Morgan, your Denim & Company expert. That is so much fun. Aren't those the best though? That is like so much fun.
You know what? TKA. I love TK. I don't know if you know them, but TKA or Judy Torres. I love all the freestyle music. It was so fun. It brought back such good memories.
That is great. That sounds like
I needed that in my life.
Yeah.
I needed that.
That is
we all
perfect.
do,
don't we? We do. I think that is fun. Good for you. Just kind of cozying up at home. But when you do head out, or if you've got things to do, or maybe it's tomorrow's Monday and you've got to go back to work, or get your kids off to school, or you do volunteer work, Denim & Company just makes clothes for how we live life. So we're going to talk about another clearance sale price, which is a significant savings. And this is for the Denim & Company 100% cotton embroidered long sleeve crew neck top. 100% cotton. Let me start. This is great.
It is great. I remember you wore the natural color. It looks so great on you. This is 100% beautiful. So I told her I would buy her one because you could wear this now, but then again, this is a year-round fabric. Once it gets warmer, you could put this with a little beach band or short. I mean, it's so great because it's not a
teal. And then and while that look is nice, and it's usually, yes, nice when you're standing in front of the mirror or you're getting yourself dressed and you put it on. And then you take that first step or you move, and then all of a sudden the collar is kind of wonky, or it's a little more disheveled, or it doesn't lie smoothly, like the sweater you thought would look cute over that shirt underneath doesn't lie solid, what looks like sweater over the top of a plaid shirt and shirt tail.
So this is our first Heavenly Jersey item in the show, and I love our Heavenly Jersey. 96% polyester yarn, 4% spandex. It feels like a soft brushed cashmere hand.
Look, it's not the easiest thing to achieve with two complete pieces. It maybe doesn't peek out long enough for where you want, or it doesn't stay once you put the sweater on top. The shirt sometimes gets lost just because you've moved. And so simply by taking the shirt and making it just kind of a border underneath, and all done in that soft heaven.
This is something that you can never go wrong with. I can never get a two for right if I do it myself. I tried so many times, but something is always messed up.
I think that works. And literally her tip was like, yes, you put the collared shirt on underneath, but you don't button it up. Like, in other words, because that just makes a mess in the center. And I'm like, maybe not. There might be better options than that.
I don't even know how that works.
Right. I appreciate that you thought it through, but I think maybe there are better ways. And so this is it. Yeah, seriously. But that just kind of makes our point. Like, it's not an easy thing to pull off. And so trying to come up with a hack to make it work, for a Sunday that was laid back. And so I decided to do that waffle knit pullover on the top. And then these pants, which are an interlock, and Jackie's going to talk more about that for you in just a moment, but this sort of double knit, soft, stretchy, casual, easy pant was exactly what I thought was perfect. So these straight leg pants, they are new to the Denim & Company assortment. They debuted like just the end of December. So it's been just a few weeks since they were introduced and debuted. So we have them in 3 colorways. We have them in wearing. I have them in my regular QVC size extra large in the regular inseam, which is 30 inches. And then we do have a petite, which will be for you a 27-inch inseam. But it's just a nice straight leg, pull on, comfortable knit casual pant. So Jackie, talk to us about interlock, what that means in this straight leg casual pant.
So interlock.
What do I want to wear today? We had a lot of really nice jean options, and they're all very stretchy, which makes them super comfortable. But there was something about the softness of this interlock, this double knit, that I loved. And